And good evening. Welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show. It doesn't say whether I'm broadcasting or not, so I don't even know if I'm online. So somebody hit me up pretty soon. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking. I don't give a shit. Because things have gotten to critical mass now. It is everywhere. It is a disease that can be stopped. The road to hell is paved with political correctness. And it has gotten so out of hand that I will get into that in a second. I mean, schools are now indoctrination centers for something. TV is same thing. Movies, same thing. Periodicals, same thing. All the same thing. And if I know I'm broadcasting, somebody get back to the question, statement, or comment, I'll tell you what that thing is. So I will check. Let me know at Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. Well, I don't know if I'm broadcasting. I may have to relog on and relog off. So let me know if you see me. I gotta know. I mean, I got a great show here planned. I gotta know if you see me. Let me know at Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. Just go, hey, Gary, I see you. Well, regardless, you catch us on YouTube. Something just doesn't look right on the screen. One second. Nope, it's an ad. Okay, well, anyway, I want to talk about the New World Order, everything they're doing, how they're fucking you up, how they fucked up everybody's life, including mine, and how we're going to get back at them. So, the usual things I don't see on the screen. I would like to know if anybody is watching, so please just give me a shout out. Say, yeah, I see you, Gary Brodsky 123 again at AOL.com. All right, whoa, everybody sees me. Thank you. Says it's not showing. Well, fuck what they say, right? Oh, anyway, okay, now I can start with my Pepsi, and I'm going to get into how to rip up the New World Order, because I am really tired of that shit. Okay? What the heck is this shit? Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Now, I know this is not the kind of show you expected to see tonight, but it has a lot to do with what you expected to see. Just give me a second to drink some soda, get that charge out of my fake Pepsi. It's good fake Pepsi. The horse made this for me. It says soda on it, so how can you go wrong? Okay. What will destroy the New World Order? Battles in the street? No. Violence? I hate to disappoint a lot of you guys. No. What do they go after? What is their biggest enemy? What is being pulled out of schools right now? What is being taken out of everybody's house? What is being taught in schools? All lead to one thing. Atheism. They are scared shit of God, because God can wipe them out. So if you want to get a weapon to fight the New World Order, I'm not saying go to church because they got them too, get your own Bible and just read it out loud. A little passage here, a little passage there. Every time you read one of those, you get a good shot. That's why this whole indoctrination thing, this humanism, this new cult of, I don't know, there's not even a word for it. I'll make one up, but give me a second. Not even the New Age, that didn't work. Atheism is everywhere. And I am just so tired of hearing at it. Now, what happens with atheism is, of course, they destroy men who are supposed to be the leaders of their families, take care of their families. But they have so many laws now against men. You would not think men would pass these laws, yet they have them. And why? To break your spirit, which comes back to the word spirit. If they can break it, they got you. If you're miserable and depressed, they got you. If you're having problems with meeting women, it's because you're following their agenda. Okay, questions are coming in now as I speak. So apparently I'm reaching a lot of people. And thanks to everyone who can see me. Hey! Yeah, like 5 Chris's here. And the one that gets, hi Chris. Okay, I'm glad you're asked. Wednesday show. Okay. I love your hoodie. Funny. Okay, I am wearing my Sam Crow hoodie as well. All right, we got her. Anyway, I had a hell of a time on Wednesday's show. A shout out to Dan and Kevin and anyone who had the balls to call it was actually normal. And a special thanks to that asshole who prank called the show. I don't know his name, so I'll give him one. Something like Captain Skidmarks or Dr. Finocchio. I have a joke about him because I was going to get serious, but I just can't help it. You know where he's going tomorrow? He's getting his bachelor's degree in fagotism. Yeah, you got to be careful of every word you say now. But that's why Wednesday's show has been pulled off the air. Because we were enthusiastic about firearms, and that's not allowed. That's not allowed. I don't know whether there's a law, but they said if you don't pull this down, we're going to have an FCC fine on your ass so fucking fast you won't know what hit you. So pull it down. Because they pull it down anyway and fine and shit. I mean, they've done it before. So every day, my vocabulary gets smaller and smaller in a free country, a free speech. It's not that free, I can tell you that. Oh, can I tell you about that? But you know, I'm saying about so many things, about the legal system, how screwed up it is. Freedom of speech, yeah. Freedom of religion. And then you hear these moronic atheists. Separation of church and state. With that fucking voice, they all got it. Really? Where's the separation of God and country? God and man? Now, that is the whole agenda. Get God out of everything. I get into the science that the universe cannot create itself. But, yeah, some accident happened. Pretty fucking big accident, you know? But anyway, that is their agenda. The only hope we have is God. Restoring His kingdom back here. Now, you want to talk about picking up girls? Let's do it. God says men should act like men, women should act like women. We're breaking God's law every day with these new rights things, and I'm all for people to have equal opportunity, equal rights. But they're not equal rights. Read the things. Feminism is male hatred. Okay? Nothing more and nothing less. Trying to make a unigender society. That's all written. You can't preach political correctness and be godly because they are in total conflict. One is of the devil, one is of God. I know I'm not an atheist. That's cost me a fortune in business. So everybody who's not an atheist, go buy something right now. Keep this show going. Hey, good. Jason's here tonight. Hi, Gary. Jason's here tonight. Gary reads Martin Carnac. Go. When are you going? Okay, yes. Thank you for being a great friend too, Jason. Real gentleman. See, that's what's missing in this world. Is guys cannot be gentlemen anymore. You open a girl's car door. I've done that. Sometimes they are like, wow, that's so amazing. That's so incredible. I feel so good. Sometimes like, what are you doing opening up my car door? We really live in a very hostile environment. Really fucking hostile. Where men's natural aggression, and I'm not talking about at my age or Chris's age, But even as kids, they're supposed to be non-aggressive, non-competitive, turning them into the shit you see right now. This country has gone herbivorial. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. We are a herbivorial society. Meaning this. For the first time in recorded history, this country has the lowest birth rate. For the first time in recorded history, this country has the lowest marriage rate. For the first time in recorded history, this country has the lowest engagement rate, the lowest dating rate, the lowest amount of people having sexual partners. And recorded history started in goddamn ancient Greece. Okay? Why? Well, we don't have a choice. We're programmed. You gotta fight the goddamn programming. I have a Netflix. Well, some of us use the Netflix account. They're watching now. I can't say I have my own Netflix account, but I do go onto Netflix. And I find every movie there to be horribly depressing. And the reason is because if you look at an old movie, people were alive. There was a life to them. You don't see that today. And it breaks my heart to see people actually living life, flirting, being goddamn normal. Now, here's the difference between then and now. People, well, things have changed now. But right now, fuck you, okay? Things have changed in this way. Back then, if you didn't want to flirt, you didn't flirt. If you didn't want to go out to the supper clubs and dance, you didn't go out and dance. If you didn't want to drink, I don't drink, you didn't have to drink. But you had freedom of choice. Now you cannot smoke, you cannot dance, you cannot flirt. You have to now alpha up above all that and say, fuck it. If you can't do it, I'm doing it anyway. Because otherwise, you are a castrated, herbivorial jerk-off. And I'm not saying anybody watching the show is. According to my accountant, nobody is watching this show. That's why I had to ask. No one's watching. Who's watching? No one. Which is amazing. I'm getting questions here. Maybe I became telepathic. All right. Wrong button. Right button. Different, Chris. You don't get a hi, Chris. Good evening, Chris. Nice to hear from you. Oh, people having sex with demons and gaining power. I don't want to get into that here because I will have more lawsuits taped to my door in the morning. I won't have to. Yeah, I won't be able to see out of my house. But yes, there is a way, and I'm going to do a seminar on that private. This way, it's okay to say what I want. But yes, there is a way to have sex with demons. When you talk about people selling their souls to devils, they sell their souls also to these negative entities, meaning that. Sorry, one Mr. Big. There it is. Okay. Well, if you just look at the rock and roll industry, and it's all over YouTube, just Google it. People who sell their souls to the devil. And they admit it. Bob Dylan at least kept it quiet until he got old as shit. What happens when I die? I made a deal. I want to, it's like when you're 17 years old, somebody says, hey, here's a nice Mercedes Benz, big house, we'll throw all the women you want in there, fame, fortune, you name it. But when you die, or when you get older, we're going to torture you to death. Who cares when you're that age? He made a deal with the devil. He's trying to get out of it. Other people are so happy to have it, fame and fortune, and there are plenty of places to broker deals with the devil. New World Order does it all the time. All right, Chris, Gary, Rule. All right, hi, Chris. Gary, there was one word I did not find in the book of Genesis when reading about God creating the universe. This word of the changing of atheists everywhere, not Genesis. Whoops. I like that. there's so much proof that the universe just doesn't create itself. And the proof is in the scientific fact that matter cannot create itself, nor can energy, yet it does exist. And then people always ask me this question, well, who created God? How the fuck do I know? If I was able to understand and analyze God, who created the universe, I'd be doing pretty damn good, wouldn't I? I can't create the universe. I'm not going to be able to understand how the entity that created the universe did it or explain it. But I know he exists. Why? I talk to him all the time, which is called the God delusion, by the way. So technically, I'm a mental case by today's standards. And by today's standards, everybody is. ADDD, ADY, PhD, you name it. They're fucked up. Okay, back to my soda. And yeah, rage is important. Anger is important. You don't get angry, you don't lose your temper every now and then, make an asshole out of yourself. Guess what's going to happen? Your dick ain't going to work. Yeah, now you're right there. Instant Viagra. Why also erectile dysfunction? Because guys are so suppressed that you don't erect and penetrate anymore, you withdraw. And when you withdraw, this thing withdraws. So sometimes even a fight, even if you're wrong, I'm not talking about a fist fight, it's an argument like, hey, fuck you, fuck this shit, getting mad, breaking a little furniture here and there. It's good for the wood. A salute. It's fun. I'd love to play some music, but I can't because there's somebody who watches the show, one of my favorite viewers, and will report me to YouTube immediately upon using any songs. Where do I get the songs? YouTube. Figure that one out. All right. I stopped taking my iodine supplement, which is my own blend, which does work, and you'll see in a second why. I just have to test if stuff works. No laughing. Okay. The porn industry, here's my life a lot different, did the whole MILF craze and further damaged women. Now they're doing incest, role-playing, chuck holding, I don't know what chuck holding is, and other bizarre things. What is worse, a lot of women and men are brainwashed by this. Thank you, Christopher. And you're absolutely right. Women are so fucking brainwashed. Not all of them. But Hitler said this. You get the women, and the men and children will follow. They got the women. They got the women. Our job, get them back. How do you deal with women? GaryBrodsky.com. That's your answers. Everything you need to know. I'm going to be having a webinar I'm going to post up after the show on how to deal with women in a way that I can't even talk about publicly. Because it's not right. It's offensive. Shut up. For I actually never hit like this. That just scares me. Ew, you want to? No, boom. They don't like it. Okay. You can keep with these questions, huh? You don't stop. All right, let's see. Hey, Joel, how are you? Hey, how are you? Okay, I'm sure you're familiar with the big-time CEO of Bridgewater Associates. How did he become a billionaire? How? He used every trick in a book and never let up. And it's all there at GaryBrodsky.com. So you can find out for like $17. The problem is the knowledge is there. The knowledge has always been there. People just don't apply it. I have books on everything. I don't do everything. But if you apply knowledge consistently, it doesn't matter. I was a skinny kid. I started working out and I'm a big guy. Consistency is the key to anything. And knowledge is the greatest key, because if you're consistent without knowledge, you're going nowhere. But consistency. You know, it's like there's a guy who was homeless who became a billionaire. How? He was cold calling for a stock agency, stockbrokers, whatever the hell you call them. He kept calling and calling and calling. The wrong one. Right. It's just sort of hanging in the wrong place. But he had the knowledge. He read sales books. And the greatest thing, he basically was a salesman every moment of every day. So, you know that line from The Wolf of Wall Street, who, by the way, I actually got some interviews with? Sell me this pen. Well, somebody sold me this pen. No, I think I stole it, but that's not important. The two most stolen items in the world, just for your information, are Bic pens and Bic lighters. Both made by the same company. Kind of weird. All right. Here we go again. I'm taking the iodine tomorrow. I have a special blend. I didn't wear glasses for months. It would be better if it was lit, but we'll keep it like this. Your Charles Manson item is extremely powerful. A recurring theme which makes your product powerful is derived from their simplicity. Charles Manson is the grandmaster of frame control. I used that emotional hit on several girls which Manson used. The results were amazing. Their jaws hit the floor every time I used the technique. Their pupils got so dilated from being mesmerized with all techniques that some girls, their irises seemed to disappear. I missed the last show because of all the items I bought from the Wealth Plus Power and GaryBrodsky.com. I'm still going through all the content. You need to run, not walk, and grab the Charles Manson covert NLP and compliance items ASAP. This is the holy trinity of persuasion and frame control. Unlike you've seen before, the techniques on those three are as versatile as a Swiss Army knife. For example, using the NLP, I've made few girls orgasm on command. Okay? Please send me this again. I'd love to use this as a testimonial. The stuff is that powerful. And he's right. You want women, you want control, you want that power that took away from you? Yeah, those three items. I'll read them again. Covert NLP, compliance, and the Charles Manson. I have heard nothing but amazing results. Somebody sent me an email today, and it said, the covert NLP, I have never had so much luck with women in all my life. I'm 42 years old, and I'm just going home with a woman wherever I go. Wherever I go, I see a woman, boom, I got her. You want the real stuff? This is where to get the real stuff. GaryBrodsky.com. You want to know some bullshit magic tricks? Go to the other guys. You want to know how to act like a goddamn metrosexual? Go to the other guys. You want the real stuff? I am right here, producing shit every fucking day. And excuse me while I light this up. And I want to hear from some ladies out there too. Yeah. Now, since all that stuff is now available, I better see some more by the end of tonight. Because if this stuff doesn't work for you, within 5 days, you get a refund and a special knife we cut it off with. We don't play games around here. If this doesn't work for you, we switch blades. You get the joke? Oh, that was great. Well, yes, blood has been spilled. I just cut my hand. Not that bad. Can I get an IV in here? Anyway, Dr. Alfred is back in town. Dr. Alfred, well, you know what's coming next, don't you? Next week I'll be cured of this. I search for cures, things that work. The Shungite works. It's power. It's expensive, but it's power. You're going to walk in, you're going to get a deal. You're going to go hit out a chick, you're going to get the chick. You're going to look like royalty. But it's expensive. Not really. Not compared to the hours people spend on personal trainers, this and that, and the other bullshit. Okay. Bringing back some old memories from Dr. Alpha himself. Yo, Dr. B, yes, how you doing? Dr. Alpha here. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Why? I bought myself a new car. Brand new Ford Mustang GT. Great car. Really great car. I pulled out of the dealership and saw this amazing girl, Amanda. Hey, Amanda, you out there? He saw you. Walking down the street. It reminded me of a simple time. So what did I do? I took a trip down memory lane, pulled up my car, said to, hey, Amanda, baby, get in the fucking car. She loves my car, especially the back seat. All right, Dr. Alpha. Boldness works. Boldness wins. Boldness takes chances. I can't say you're going to win every time, but you win by being bold. And that is the most important thing. So remember those audios. And please, Christopher, send me that again and say, do not open. And I want to use that as a testimonial and send it out tonight. You'll see it with your name on it. I'm not going to use your last name, of course. Private message. Okay, take care of it. Thank you. I can just forward that one to myself. I actually hate this fucking thing, okay? I actually got a burner phone that one of my sons, Fredo, had. And, you know, if it's like $12 a month, I will only be using this for the show. That's it. I don't need to have this fucking thing in my pocket. It's, first of all, I make it too goddamn big. I know, I asked somebody, where can I put this thing? This look like, yeah, I tell you where you can put this, all right? Hey, Nathaniel, how are you? Hi, I missed your second writing webinar. I'd like to know if I can purchase the webinar. Did you record it? I don't know if I recorded it. Sometimes I just have a free-for-all webinar. But I should have another one. I mean, that one was packed to the gills. I don't actually have gills. Although they tell you you start out as a fish and then turn into a person. That's not true, because as a kid I heard that and I was like, is this true? Yeah, you're a kid, I don't know, right? I bought a fish tank, got like 3 guppies and 2 goldfish. Like, come on, guys, move. Didn't happen. Yes, and it's also, that was my proof that evolution doesn't work. Yeah, when I was really young, and this is like a stupid story, but what the fuck. I was trying to create life by putting shaving cream in the corners of closets. My father grabbed me and said, what are you doing? I said, I'm creating life. He said, by putting shaving cream in closets? I said, yeah. I was about 4 years old. Can you imagine his surprise? Some guy walked out and goes, I don't know why I'm here. Well, it didn't work. So in case you were going to try that at home, it does not work. Maybe I used the wrong shaving cream. I don't know. A real-life example of true masculinity in action. Those are rare. Hi, this is Dr. Scheller. Just being funny. Here's a great example of a real-life example of true masculinity in action. During the filming of Water for Elephants movie, Robert Pattinson ran out of the way of a charging zebra. He left Reese Witherspoon and other actors defenseless. Christopher Waltz protected them, and he was labeled a coward. Christopher Waltz was also the guy who stole the show in Inglourious Basterds. A growing problem is that guys are starting to see women as equal to men. And that's absolutely true. Thank you for this. If there's an emergency, men not leading, protecting women and children. There's also a big problem with women who are trying to fight men due to the brainwashing of the media and being knocked out or seriously injured as results. Videos, YouTube provide evidence of this. Oh, absolutely true. Absolutely true. All right, Chris, thanks. You're really on the ball tonight. I wish I could hand you over the show. Yeah, men and women have never been unequal. A woman who knows how to be a woman can take a guy for everything he has. A guy can't. You wouldn't believe the shit I've given up for BJ, okay? I'm just saying that. You know, when I was young, that's stupid. But it worked. Yeah, it's like, take me here, take me there, I'll blow you. Okay. There's no negotiation there. But women don't even think like that anymore. How can I get stuff from a guy by acting like a man? No, if they knew how to act like a woman, they can get everything they want. But that is how we are so brainwashed and so fucked up today. Why isn't anybody getting that Charles Manson thing? That works. Anybody who's tried it works. The covert NLP works. And what was the other one? Just looking back at it. Nope. One more shot? Nope. One more shot again. Okay, all that stuff works. Why? I go to Charles Manson, the guy who had 52 women doing whatever he wanted. That's where I get my information. Not from some guy wearing, having this stupid stick on my head. Guy, hey, why don't we dress like this? We go out to a nightclub. It might work. Yeah, my kid has the cat in a hat thing. I'm going to go out to the nightclub wearing that. So anyway, yeah. Operation Feminized Man. This is coming. You knew it. Never mind the goldfish guy. You mean it's worse? Gary, if you want 24-karat gold proof of the agenda to feminize men, look at a certain PUA guy who's on Anderson Cooper. His products are all over the internet, recommended by the seduction industry. He shows no approaches at people on dating skills. Reviews are complaining that a lot of this products are rehashed Mystery and Ross Jeffries. I leave you with the section of one of my favorite movies, Swordfish, which shows what society has done. I will read hence. Gabrielle. Have you ever heard of Harry Houdini? Well, he wasn't like today's magicians who are only interested in television ratings. He was an artist. He could make an elephant disappear in the middle of the theater filled with people. Do you know how he did that? Misdirection. Stanley, what the fuck are you talking about? Misdirection. What the eyes see and the ears hear, the mind believes. Oh, that is so true. That is so fucking true. How's that? I'm going to have glasses head. Which is not as bad as Palo Head. Yes, the questions just keep coming in, which is good. Jason, no subject. Gary, Jason, no subject. Have a nice day. No, just kidding. Jason, you know what has to happen today? Next week I will take my iodine pills because I don't know where I put them. Anybody who has visual problems, you don't have to buy them from me. I was going to come out with them. You just get iodine on Amazon. But I know the right strength and stuff like that. I work with doctors. I work with scientists. I work with the real deals. I got to get a bigger phone recently. To all the people watching, Gary's products works. His stuff is the real and only deal. I use the audios and I got laid by 2 girls a day for a whole week last month. Oh, that's why we were on the shows, huh? Good for you, Jason. And it works so fast, it's amazing. And if you don't get this product, you have already lost. Thank you, Jason. And thank you, Jason. And I put these products on sale at low prices. And I get calls from marketeers. Hi, we're the marketeers. And I don't know why I did that. And they say, you should raise your prices. People will buy more. I try that. They buy the same amount. But I want to make sure everybody has this. Because to me, if men don't start becoming men anymore, we're all gone. And I really mean gone. So that's why everything's on sale at this very moment. Okay, a lot of questions coming in. Sorry. Martial arts and game. Wow, this is a long one. It seems that the martial arts philosophy solved game centuries ago. The yin yang concept nails it. I got a videotape on that. The martial arts approach to women, something like that. It's on Gary Brodsky video programs, by the way. Men are projecting a feminine polarity and women are masculine. If I was to describe the dating environment today using a financial metaphor, it's the Great Depression for betas, and it's the winning lottery ticket for every alpha. Wow, that's so good. Betas, manginas, and feminists sadden me. Instead of improving who they are and come to terms with reality, they try to change things through policy and shaming. Last time I checked in, life is not politically correct. That is why they don't seem to realize in their lives is that their fates have been sealed. The feminists will have to settle for the betas and vice versa. Feminists cannot handle alpha males, and alpha males do not want them. No woman wants a beta because they can't handle the strong primal sexuality of women. They don't feel safe with them. That is more true than you can even imagine. All right. Chris just bought the Charles Manson audio. You're going to love it. I know. I get a little extreme. Charles Manson. I'm going to have the guy from Jordan, whatever the hell his name is. The guy from the Wolf of Wall Street. Okay, he stole $250 million, but he knew how to deal with people. As I said, if you're going to go, even though these guys are bad, if you're going to go to a range to learn how to shoot, and John Dillinger was going to say, let me teach you how to shoot, you're going to get a good lesson. We are not out to seduce, we're not out to pick up, we're out to conquer, we're out to win, we're out to be victorious. We have to have that attitude. Political correctness, go wipe my ass with that. Daniel, good evening. I got to pre-edit this guy's questions. I'll fuck it. Whatever he said, I'm reading it. No way, you actually using glasses. How's everything going with you, my friend? Daniel, my most valued friend. I'm curious. Can you really go into a passion that is greater than women? I know you talk about a lot about loving women as well. So how do we balance that? Always keeping the passion going and not falling into the trap of tail, so to speak. You must have a passion greater than women. And then you get women. Guys have a passion now for nothing but computer games. They don't even jerk off anymore. No passion, no ambition, no drive. No soda. I said to the guy, I called him up because I wanted to go out to eat. And so I called him up. Good friend of mine. I'm not going to mention his name because he won't be a good friend of mine. I said, hey, you're in the area. Why don't we go out for some lo mein? I can actually say that in Chinese, but what the hell? Cha si lo mein mu chai. But he didn't speak Chinese. So anyway, he said, oh, I'd love to. Hold on. Let me ask my wife. This thing doesn't have he didn't hit the mute button. It's like, is it okay if I go out with Gary to get some lo mein? Well, I don't think today's a good idea. I don't think today's a good idea. He gets back to me, says the same thing. The most annoying thing a woman could do to me. Now, I've been insulted. I've been called every name in the book. Asshole, fuck you, I hope you die. And to all those women told me, I hope you die. Well, one day I will. Hey, your wish comes true, right? But the worst thing a woman could do to me, worst, outside of cut my dick off, I know what you're thinking, is this. When I'm on the phone, start telling me what to say. Because you don't want to start getting pissed off and sounding an asshole to the person you're talking to. It's like, well, tell them this, tell them that. And because they don't hear the other end of the conversation, but they assume they do. Women's imagination is their weakness, not their strength. And men's imagination also is a big weakness. I hear this from a lot of guys, It's like, I didn't hear from my girlfriend last night. What is it, she's out blowing guys? I have a sad story that just reminded me of. But guys will think that. It's like, a girl goes out to dinner with her family, and they think she's out like blowing guys. Like, all right, everybody, line up, let's go, okay. We got skid marks off the line. I'll get to the private questions later. I'm lighting a cigarette right now. Dan, go ahead, laugh your ass off. Old movies. There's one movie I bought on Blu-ray a couple of years ago. This is one of my favorite movies, Scarface. I fucking love this movie. Why? Because Tony Montana doesn't take shit from anybody. I watched the movie recently and I learned one thing. There are two words that are so therapeutic and powerful when dealing with some schmuck giving me shit. Fuck you means. Fuck you is the two words. Ever since I watched that movie, I have been busted. I have busted the balls of a lot of PC jerk-offs I deal with. It's funny. You don't hear that. And, it used to be guys, if you watch the old movies, this is what breaks my heart about that, is guys would scream at each other, yell at each other, and still remain friends. Now, I've heard this so many times this week, I don't know where to go fucking hide. No, there were no cavemen. Sorry. They were outcasts. They just threw them out and they lived in caves. But I would go live in a cave just not to hear, oh, you said that? I'm calling my lawyer. I just can't take it anymore. Because I got cases that are winners. And I can't get a lawyer. I am the world's worst plaintiff. Believe me, if I sue you, that means I got a lawyer. I will drop that lawsuit because the fact that I got a lawyer to actually be on my side would be incredible. I had an issue once with a lawyer. Somebody sued me for my house. They went to my house, no particular reason, liked it. They sued me. I won. They sued me again. I won. They sued me a third time. I won. Sounds good, right? Wrong. Let me get to the sad story in a second. Then the lawyers that defended me sued me for my fucking house. So we now have equity in it. We want it. We want your house. What kind of shit is this? It's called lawyers. What can I tell you? I can say what I want. I don't watch the show except for one, just to catch me on the music. Wow, there's a lot of questions here. I have biker glasses too, but I can't read this shit with that on. This is a no helmet state. I actually have different colors I wear when I ride, okay? Your new cell number? I can't give it out. I'll tell you why. I didn't activate the phone yet, so I don't know what the hell it is. I can guess some digits. Hey Gary, does God really protect you from everything? Not questioning him. In fact, I love him. Just need some examples. How about Daniel, Moses, Jesus' resurrection? To keep my face burning. Can you give some instances where the fine hand of force helped you out greatly? All right, you asked a very important question. And my answer, to those who know me, know that this is true. Yes, you've seen my muscles, and they're nice, but there's a reason I work out. Does anybody know what that is? I was born with muscular dystrophy. I was a paralyzed kid until age 3, maybe a little older. Could not move, could not think. They had to come and turn me at night. I was supposed to die about 4 or 5 years old. I had already accepted death. And that's why I watched a lot of black and white TV, because there wasn't really much else to do. That's why, well, anyway, my dream at that age, 3 years old, because they used to push me into the elevator. I couldn't even stand on my own feet. And push the button, and my dream was to use that elevator. And one night, I felt like I fell through the crib, because I had been in a crib. I don't know why I couldn't move, but regardless. And I don't know if I was dead or whatever, and 2 hands caught me. I thought it was a dream. I saw a quick flash of God as back in my crib, and I have, that night, walked out of the crib, escaped, went into the elevator, and pushed the button, and rode up and down one flight. Scared the crap out of my parents. But my muscular dystrophy was gone. And I just want to say something to somebody who was very special to me when I was younger. Patty Duke had come to my house to talk to me, encourage me, and just make me feel good about myself. She's a friend of mine for many years. She's on my Facebook. And, you know, but I don't know how. Now, why I work out is because my muscles used to hurt every day and I couldn't move. And to this day, I am paranoid whenever I feel muscular pain. So I work out so hard so the muscles hurt. I know why they hurt. So that's where God intervened into my life. So, yeah. That was one incident. This one is I gotta read. Michael Caine Can Get You Laid. That's I gotta read that one. I know, Dan, the laughing is going on. Hey, Gary, I was listening to one of your MP3s which talked about eye contact and women. You talked about blinking. I started to smile and laugh. It's such a powerful and simple thing. One of the women's biggest complaints about men. I smiled because I watched a program featuring the legendary actor Michael Caine teaching an audience about acting on screen about 2 years ago. He got the camera to focus in on him and he stated, when he blinks a lot, your focus is not on him and his presence. And when he did a second time without blinking, his presence and energy became charged. It was almost hypnotic. Which audio was that on? Because that was some great research on that audio. So please, Christopher, just let me know. They found that people who have control or power blink less. Now, I just have to say this because I have it right here. I got it right here, baby. All right. Um, my shun guide. I power up with this stuff. You blink less. You attract people. Yeah, that's store everything on the floor. What the hell? But I'm powered up already. And you're absolutely right about the blinking. Okay, sex addiction for men. You wrote big. Thank you. Do you believe men have sex addictions? I felt like I lived a double life with my ex-wife. She. Okay, I'm reading too fast. Shall I begin again? Do you believe men have sex addictions? I felt like I lived a double life with my ex-wife. Like I would go to strip clubs, look at porn, and lie to her. I could not have a normal marriage because I lusted for other women. All the time, this behavior can ruin a marriage because the wife is emotionally destroyed eventually. What are your thoughts? Is sexual addiction a real problem? Do all players have a sexual addiction? Yes. The idea of any addiction, anything can become addictive. You're talking to the right guy here, okay? Is to control your addiction and never bring it home. Most married guys I know cheat. The other ones have no one to cheat with. But the smart ones never bring it home. But it's funny. Women go crazy when you cheat, and yet in the Bible, guys had like 8 wives and 9 concubines. I want to bring back the biblical days. I will try, and I will succeed. Reestablish God's kingdom here on earth. Okay, I sound crazy? Wait. I like this guy with a big type. We're going to talk to him for the rest of the night. Gary, is it better to tell a girl you never want to get married or be a permanent bachelor? No. I'm going to hear that right now before we go any further. Don't tell them anything. Let their imagination run wild. That's, again, your power, your strength, is what they... Don't ever let them know what they're thinking. They'll make stuff up. That'll be in your favor. So to say you want to eventually marry her or play her for the heart, she is the only girl for you, a manipulation technique? No, once you say you're the only girl for me, she goes, oh, I'm pussy with them now. Here's a great pickup line I started using. And yes, you can use it too. And you can change the names. It just works out great. It's like, I would ask you for a date, but I only date girls named Kathy. And I walk away. Let their imaginations go wild, and you've got them. Okay, so this is going to be overtime tonight. Do we get paid for overtime? Yes, by endorsing GaryBrodsky.com products. Go there. I'll talk slow. You have time to make your purchases. Everything is on sale, and everything works. The glasses are not for sale. Next week, we're going to get Super Alpha. All right. Blinking, yes. Is on Super Alpha. And I forgot about that. That's got so many great little things like that. It's like chock full of it. The other one has unbelievable moves. And by moving, everything's moving, man. Charles Manson, okay? It has to be cool. That one does not sell as well as it should, but it has some fantastic stuff on there. And I'm not going to change the name, but How to Be Cool has how to train your walk, your style, your penetration, your invasion, because this is warfare, baby. Yeah, and we play to win. So, Super Alpha, they all work. It's like having a gym. Every plate has a purpose. Every dumbbell has a purpose. And everyone in the audios there have a purpose. Hey, buddy. I like John. How you doing, John? Good evening. Good to see you. Welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show, home of the knife we cut it off with, which is sticking out of my foot right now. Uh, Good to see you, my friend. I have a question for you. Can you do the brown paper bag ritual more than one time in a day? And can it increase power in you? Yes, you can, but no more than 7 times. And there's so many different ways to phrase it. So let's say you want money. Every day and every way, make more and more money. 7 times. Every day and every way, I feel I have more and more joy in my life. And I have actually written this down. I have to do a special webinar because you can use it to make other people do whatever you want. I know what people think you watch the show. You use it on me. No, I don't. I use it on myself. It's much easier. Well, this guy Chris is good. The importance of fathers. Okay, just for the Declaration of Independence here. But why not? Hey Gary, the number one disturbing thing, which I see all around me on my travels in the women's world, when I travel in women's today, is low self-esteem. All over the media, they have raised the issue and they can't answer it. The only thing they always bring up in defense of this is it's a lie. Women have more career options, true. More job prospects, true. And they base their happiness on, remember how men used to do a lot, still do, brag about careers and possessions? Women are now doing that, dishing out PUA tactics such as negs. Many have their heads shaved and are self-harming, which Bo Johnson has talked about on your Jiggle item. How frightening is that a lot of women who've had no conflict with their fathers, no father figure in their lives, have been brainwashed into hating men and themselves. Low self-esteem is a dangerous and destructive belief, where they believe they don't deserve to be happy. I'll repeat that one more time to show you how bad that is. A woman with low self-esteem believes that every fiber of her being that she deserves a miserable, unhappy life. And if happiness came knocking on her door, she would run the opposite way. True words are never spoken. And that is absolutely a fact. Danny, do you ever feel like God talks to you? Yes, people think I'm crazy for that. Sometimes I feel he talks to me. He talks to everybody. No one listens. That's the problem. To steer me in the right direction. I know that people aren't bullshitting when they say God talks to you, but I feel he reaches out to someone somewhat often. God talks to anybody who will talk to him. God has been thrown out of this country. God will not bless a nation that caters to and honors and reveres sodomites, okay? Dan again. All right. Dan, what do you think of glasses, huh? We'll guns on, right? I'm now completely into old movies. When you say men were heterosexual, they were alpha too. Yeah, no kidding. In the 1981 movie Thief with James Caan and Tuesday Weld, there's a scene where they're in a diner drinking coffees. He's got that Brooklyn Mafia voice too, just like us. Hey, you tell me how to fucking Mafia voice? Hey, what the fuck, right? So it asks her girlfriend, does the Charles Manson trick of no, no, no in 3 tones? But it says, I said, I'm asking you, I'm asking you, I'm asking you. And she starts crying and gets emotional. Please watch the scene. I need to know if it's movie bullshit or advanced seduction going on there. I've seen the scene and I can tell you right now, it is advanced seduction going on right there. Anything repeated in 3s, and I studied this, or 4s, and that's going to come up on a webinar, will work. People, you just have to sing this song, you have to repeat this thing. Look at rock and roll music. They started out, by whatever means, but they always had a chorus in there. and the chorus comes in groups of 3. There is a power to number 3, and that's in numerology, which will be coming out in 3 days. Okay, Sifu Chow. Some Sifu Chow. He's not watching the show. But what the heck? I wish I had switched glasses. I would really love that. But I won't need them next week, but I still love them. Yes. Sifu Chow. He fought last night in a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu thing to see who would win. His opponent was 25 years old, 270 pounds. It took me under a minute to knock him out. I will forward you a video soon. Thank you, Sifu. It's getting slow. I'm not giving away any information that's secret. When Sifu knocks you out, you stay knocked out. I know, I've been there. Brain damage? Possibly. I can't do that. There's too many women watching. This is amazing because, according to this, I'm not broadcasting. Well, it's Robert De Niro nights. Anyway, wrapping up the show, I think. Get some more questions in. And thank you for the testimonials. I really do appreciate it. And I love the results. And if you send that Michael Caine clip over, I'd love to see it. A salute to Dan and everybody else. Derek, good evening. All right. The question you've been waiting for from Dan. We talk about the sodomites being shunned by God and never entering the kingdom of heaven, ever. Curious. Here's Dan for you. I've never done anal sex, but for guys who have, and for more of the women who say they love anal sex, the beads and getting things rammed up there, aren't they sinning? Isn't that sexual deviance? Yes, it is. Okay? Yes, it is. Sorry. It is. But I see so many guys today now, and they teach anal sex in school. So, I don't judge the kingdom of heaven, but I'm going to have to give those guys a pass. Because if you're indoctrinated and brainwashed, and you can Google that, all over YouTube, they are teaching anal sex in school as that's the right way to do it. And one asshole came up with that one. Well, I was just going to make a joke, but I don't feel like paying a lawyer's fee tomorrow. What powerlifters can teach us. I am a powerlifter. Hi, Gary. I've heard you mention about how brief your workouts are. Finally, someone has made some sense. Bodybuilders injure themselves constantly and are weak from overtraining. There are powerlifters in their 50s and 60s with heavy weights and constantly breaking records. They're also bigger than bodybuilders. Go figure. I completely agree with you on the importance of posture. The military press with a sandbag, rock, or keg will give you the strength of Samson. Oh, the wrestler's bridge, the chest expander, will give you the posture of Superman. You're absolutely right. Watch any movie, every actor in there. That's the winner, has good posture. The loser, bad posture. And Derek wants to know about calling a girl a bitch. I didn't. He writes big. He didn't do the political correct way. A biatch. I have Italian friends named biatch. What do I call them, huh? There, Garrett, have you ever recommended calling a girl a bitch during rough sex? Yeah. Why do some good, bad boy words to use during sex? A bitch is one of them. But it's the whole mentality. It's not the words. It's the whole mentality. Sex is supposed to be wild and crazy and passionate. That's why we prefer blowjobs. Cigarette break. Okay. I'm glad the show is getting a lot more views than I thought it was. And I gotta record this thing, upload to YouTube. But yeah, get some more questions in. Gary Brodsky, 123@AOL.com. Testimonials, you name it. I'm just thinking of the beta guys out there with that voice. By the way, Dan does this voice that is so good. I wish he could do it right now. I'll try to live up to his. You can't do that. It says over there. But yeah, back to this political correctness thing. It's enslavement. When you can't say what you want to say, you can't do what you want to do, you can't think what you want to think because somebody might get offended, you're a fucking slave. Better to have 100 people offended and be yourself than to lose yourself into somebody else's fucking script. And that's exactly what political correctness is. On that note, I'm going to have more soda. Being entertaining, it's important. I have no idea who. All right. Oh man, it's getting better already. Hi, Gary. Captain Skidmark, who pranks the show, was a prime example of the voice. For a man who claims he was intelligent, Captain Skidmark was a fucking drooler. Absolutely true. But you know what's scary? Those guys who prank the show with that voice. That's not just those guys. It's guys everywhere have that voice now. I know a girl, beautiful woman. She teaches people how not to have that voice. That's how prevalent it got. I don't know why I didn't get that voice. Because when I grew up, they had that voice. She fucking died, okay? No, seriously. Okay, where did I grow up? Good question. I grew up on the Louisiana Bayou. If you want to see a really, really fancy town I came from, look up Southern Comfort. I was there when it was being filmed. We basically lived in shacks. And I grew up in Coney Island. So no, I did not grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. In my pocket, yeah, but not in my mouth. All right, soda break time with some music. Get your last questions in. Get your last questions in. Get those audios. Go to GaryBrodsky.com. We need your business. We want to earn your business. We don't want to mind your business, though. We want to free you from the chains of the brainwashing. And we'd love to tell you who's doing it, but not here. Why? I'd rather be alive tomorrow. Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I think so. Because the next song I was going to do the show. If I'm not alive, so I will keep back who's behind all this. Well, I'll make it very simple. It's Satan. But he's got people working for him. So, all right, I'm going to have some soda, another cigarette, and if there's no questions coming in, the bafangu. See, martial arts is an Italian martial art you don't know about. This is a block. Yeah, good block here. This, very good move. Because everybody has another style of it. How was your date last night? And I noticed it's like a personal style, like a fingerprint. You know, before political correctness infested us like the fucking plague, it's probably killed more people than the plague. Suicide rate is up 1,500% in men. I'm just looking for some rope. Because men have been felt so devalued, so put down. It's a disgrace. It really is. Because you gotta just rise up and be a goddamn bastard, a prick. Don't take shit. That's right. I'm telling you, don't take shit. I got Con Edison calling me up. I never used Con Edison for collections for 9 fucking years, which, by the way, is past the point of it even being a legitimate debt. Oh, I fuck with them. That's for $160, and I want to reduce it to like $85 to a place I never lived, in a state I've never been in, but it was taken under your name. I never fucking lived there. Are you disputing the bill? Yes. Thank you very much. Next day. Fuck you. All right. Soda, cigarette, music. Maestro, hit it! This is the only song that has no copyright. That's why it's played every night. And every time I play this song, guess what I get? The weather. Figure that one out. I could go into spiritual possession, but I'm not going to do it tonight. All right. Wait till I have music. Oh, I did drink the song. All right, everybody, I'm wrapping the show up. Thank you all for being here. I will check if there's any last questions. Otherwise, Covert NLP, the Charles Manson one, all of them. They're all good, and they're all on sale right now at GaryBrodsky.com. All right, we have another question. Size of a nutty girl. They're all nutty, but let's hear the size. This is going to be great. What size do you look for? What size to look out for so you don't date a crazy girl? Sorry, they're all crazy. That's what makes it so much fun. The torrent of illogic that comes out of them sometimes is just, to me, fascinating. If you take it seriously, it will fuck you up. And I forgot to get to my sad story. Here's a story, sad but true. I knew this guy, I still know him, and I was coaching him, and he kept sending me pictures of this really beautiful girl. And he got her, and he married her. No, it's not a happy ending here. I got a call from his friend a few days ago because I haven't heard from him. He says he's in a mental hospital. I said, what happened? Oh, she broke him. She was telling him to do this, to do that. That is what happens, okay, when you let a woman run your life. And they can scream, like, I've gotten that today, you piece of shit. I get that every day. I don't care. Actually, it's annoying as hell. I got to tell you that. Shit thrown at me, But they do that. Taking it seriously. Oh, another good question. Too many good questions. Can't quit now. We'll go to 12:30. For those of you on YouTube, do not think that the 12:30 is when the live show happens. I get the most ridiculous things. I get people texting me when this thing replays on YouTube. Okay? The Dumbing Down of America? Read about it. Yeah, somebody actually sent me an email earlier, another marketing company, saying you should appeal to a dumb audience. They're probably right, but I'm not going to do it. And I like the way they put it, a dumb audience, meaning that the audience I have is dumb. See, that's a brainwashed guy, and I try not to deal with that. One of the biggest lies is about cholesterol, vegans, and vegetarians. There is no race on the planet that does not eat meat. Even monkeys eat flesh. Dr. Weston A. Price went around the world and discovered that the healthiest races on the planet had the fattiest diets. That's absolutely true. They live in harmony with the laws of nature. The current trend towards not eating meat around the world is the reason for all the fertility and health problems. Well, it's one reason, and it's absolutely true. Vegetarianism, all this stuff to make guys domesticated. Do you want to be a domesticated animal controlled by the next politically correct idiot in charge or the corporate controlled news? You want to watch fiction? Watch news. But no, it's fiction. You want to have laughs and spend a couple of $1,000? Go buy some of the other guys' dating stuff. I do. I had a great comedy. I'm actually really laughing on the floor. You give me the cow, and then you give me, Okay, I'm being silly. It's okay. Girls like silly. Why? Because you're confident enough to be stupid and act ridiculous. Think about that. Dating has become like Morose. Hello, would you like to date? Would you like to go out with me? No. That's what you expect. You act like that. All right, I got a couple more minutes, some more questions. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com, and don't forget to visit GaryBrodsky.com. Hey Dan, what do you think? Pretty good muscles, huh? But now you heard the story how and why I work out. Because I want to feel muscle pain. I don't want to get a paranoia that I have muscular dystrophy. All true. Well, the girls are sending their pictures and they must be doing something right, huh? Okay, hey, thank you. All right, time for some more soda. Then I'm wrapping the show up at 12:30 on the button, on the nose. Salute all of you. Yeah, women are really logical. I remember when I was younger, I was an artist. And so the girl said, do you have a degree in anything else? I was like 17 years old. Fucking degree, yeah. I said, why do I need a degree in anything else? I'm getting paid $100 a page to draw Marvel comics. She said, well, if you have no arms and legs, don't you think you should get a medical degree? Yeah, I said, it'd be a great surgeon with no arms and legs. You know, like if you lose your arms and legs, what are you going to do then for a living, huh? Women will come with the craziest questions, but you got to love them. And that is the big key to seduction, is you got to love them. Yeah, they can destroy your life. Just like I have this pit bull, okay? He's like 110 pounds. I control him. If I don't control him, he can take me in a fight. And Sifu was admitted, the guy just took out a guy in 15 seconds, that he would not want to fight that dog. He tore up a tire yesterday. His favorite toy is tires. But I have him under control. He sleeps in bed with me. He brings me, all his toys to play with him. But if he knew how strong he was and what he could do to me, he'd be playing my head right now. Same is true with women. Hey, Dennis, good evening. Ho, ho. You just opened up a can of worms. I don't have the time to answer, but it is beautiful. What about the classical music using 432 frequency versus modern day music using 4 140 hertz, which is disruptive. Exactly. That is why I listen to old-time music. Rock and roll music was developed by Tavistock Institute to be a weapon to fuck your mind up. And it's addictive as all hell. You all know my story. I always tell it. You can be doing anything in the world, and all of a sudden a rock and roll song goes off in your head because it's background inside your head programming you. That is the idea. You don't walk around and all of a sudden classical music blasts in your head. Why? Because it's not made to program you. This was developed intricately by Tavistock. Yes, I infiltrated Tavistock. And hey, I'm still alive. Yeah, still alive. But boy, did I get an education and a half. Period sex. What does the Bible say not to have sex when a girl has a period? Why? Because it's disgusting. Do you think it's bad to have sex with a girl while she's on the rag? Okay. I will not have sex with a girl while she has a period. I don't care who I offend. I will not offend God. But I'll tell you this. What? A girl once said to me, well, what happens when I have my period? I said, that's called blowjob week. She said, okay. That's what it is. Hey, so week off for you. Get us some nice thigh-high boots and you're in business. Charles Manson. Will you be releasing any new material on Charles Manson in the future? Yes, I'm putting together a new webinar with the teachings, not the teachings, I don't know he was a great teacher, with the techniques and tactics of Charles Manson and Jordan Belfort. Because the stuff works. We are here to learn to conquer, to win, and be victorious using stuff that works and has been proven to work. All right, last cigarette, and the show is. Yeah, girls do this to you sometimes. Don't. I actually tried to win an argument with a girl today. That was really stupid. I mean, I admit it was stupid. I thought maybe I could do it. It can't be done. It cannot be done. Somebody just asked me if I can quit smoking. Yeah, for half an hour. That good? Yeah. All right, let's get on one last question. Make it a good one. Smoking. We're going to have some incense factory going on. You got to burn some frankincense tonight. The office was redone. As you can see, it looks exactly the same. Only it's bigger, brighter. But I got to charge up my spirits tonight. And that's important. Got my other rock here. Yeah, we get energy from rocks and stones. If you don't believe that, think about this. Your computer is made of crystals, the phone is made of crystals, and anything that transmits energy and power that's ever been built by man has used crystals. So why wouldn't it work on you? Yeah, so check out the Chun Guide. It works. It's the real stuff. I have two pieces. One for when I go to sleep. I keep this next to my bed. Cause a little too much aggression. And aggression, but not in a bad way. Aggression meaning that, you're going to go in there, you're going to get the job you want, you're going to get the girl you want, you're going to get the car you want, you can negotiate anything. Knowledge just comes to you. Because crystals are receivers and transmitters. Put them out in the sun. Here's the deal with them. When it's sunny out, doesn't matter if it's winter, absorbs the energy of the sun, you hold it, or just leave it near you, and you will pick it up. Some woman got this from me. She looks like 15 years younger already. Look how good I look. Hey, no jokes, Danny. Danny, there it is. Extension. Thank you, Danny. God bless you too. Great show. Love your stuff. Keep it coming. As always, my friend. Dan, my most valued friend. Thank you. And next week I want need these. So remember, GaryBrodsky.com. Yes, we need your support. We don't have like New World Order money coming in to further the feminist agenda. I am the only real deal out there. So I will see you guys next week. The Wednesday show, let's try to make that better. Aha, another question. And it's a good one, so I'm not going to pass this one up. Why are cigar smokers rich? There is a reason for everything, and that happens to be one of the things I'm involved in, because I told about that, a lot of the occult stuff, is why don't they want smoking? Do you think the government who pours fluoride into your fucking water cares about your health? Let's get that straight. Because cigarette smoke is not powerful at all. Cigar smoke is the power. Cigar smoke brings your thoughts up into the air like a sacrifice. Also, cigar DNA is the same as human DNA. So it transfers your thought into the universe. And that's why in the old days, every successful man smoked cigars. Then become successful first, go, hey, now that I'm a success, I'm going to buy myself some cigars. No, what successful people do, a lot of questions here. Sorry, but the show's going to be a long show tonight. It's okay. I am here for you. We'll have to do some more programs with Len. Okay, now one of the problems I have with Len, I don't have a problem with him, is he's renowned. No, he's done some webinars with me, and he just can't take the stupidity. So what I do is I take a yellow pad, I got them all stacked up on my glass and shit, and I take notes from him. And it would be as though Len told by Len by me. And there's a lot of good things about Len is he really knows how to say it in a very short way, and people have paid $250,000 to hear him speak for 35 minutes. And he's a good man. He's helped me out in times of trouble by buying everything I had 4,000 times. Legal bills, that kind of shit. But he's a good man, and he knows money. But as he said, most people won't apply the principles. So we got a question here from Dan. Hey, Dan, remember, tomorrow, Frank, with a two in the back of the head, okay? Okay. Hey, Gary. Hey, Dan. I've had your organs a while. They really work. But they work, at least, I feel, more like a calming agent. Leveling your head, making you alpha calm. It sounds like the shungite. Is it more powerful or are they the same? Totally different. Organs, they sometimes put shungite in organs. But shungite is the power stone, the healing stone. You play with this long enough, not this, okay? And all of a sudden, I used to get winded, and I smoke a lot. I don't get winded anymore. I still have some balance issues, but I keep playing with this, they're going to go away. Why? The crystals reprogram you. The organ has a different type of power. It's like I have a car and a power drill. No, they don't. They're for different reasons, but they both work. I know what Dan is thinking. I got a power drill right here. All right, Dan. Hey, Gary, the webinar sounds brilliant. Great show. God bless you. God bless you, Christopher, and everybody else here. Last question from Dan. Does cigar DNA apply to marijuana? No. Or the peyotes the Indians smoke? No. Or the cocoa leaves they smoke? No. Cigar DNA is the same DNA, just rearranged differently as human beings. And if I was a kid, I'd throw cigars in the closet and expect men to walk out in the morning. Doesn't happen. But cigar smoke, as was used in Santeria, I have some cigars over there. I can show you in the next show. How to actually, get power out of a cigar fast without having to smoke the whole thing. But anyway, everybody, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you in a week. And this will be on YouTube for those of you who don't know where to find it. Thank you, everybody. And time for the Gregorian chant sign off. Don't forget to go to GaryBrodsky.com, because that's the important thing here. God bless all of you. Thanks for watching. I will see you next week. Thank you again, and good night.